Mrs. Fratagillo. Eric, put your mask on the correct way. Eric, what are we doing? Abby, join us. Move your whole body. Cover your nose. Eliana, why don't you come up closer? Join us. You're so far away. All right. So, I know you guys can just hear my voice, but friends at home, but I'm here. So, make sure you give your full attention to Mrs. Fratagillo. Hey, Eric, why don't you just say excuse me so you can sit by her? Okay, let's be kind. Make sure we are paying attention and doing the right thing. If you have a question, what should you do?
Ask.
Raise your hand and ask. All right, Mrs. Fratagillo, you are free to take it away.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about theme today. Does anybody have an idea of what theme is? Or what we base theme off of? Yep. I don't know names, so I'm just going to play.
It's like theme is the like overall like idea of it basically.
Okay.
Or,
So
the way it's heading towards, the way it's written.
okay.
I don't know how to describe it. Though.
That's okay. Can anybody give me an example of theme? Like think of your favorite book and what do you think the theme was of that book?
I think that book was
Of what is what?
applied.
Say it one more time.
A play.
A play. Okay. Let's hear your idea.
When I think of a theme, I think of like a poem or like just a poem or a fantasy.
Okay, so you guys are sort of taking theme as in like what type of book or like the example of the book. So we're going to talk about theme today to learn a little bit more about it. So really theme, sometimes when we think about our books, like let's take Finding Nemo, for example. How many of us have seen it? Okay, so we're going to think about the movie, not necessarily a book right now, but if we base it off of the movie, what do we think theme is of the movie maybe? Okay, what's yours?
I think the theme is Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, okay. The title. Anybody else? Okay, sometimes we might think the theme is like love because the dad really loves the son, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but those are really called topics, and then we have to make a theme off of that topic. So we're going to read this book. It's called A Tale of Two Beasts. And we're going to sort of think about theme of this book, and then we're going to talk about it after we read it, okay? All right. All right. I was walking home from Grandma's house through the deep, dark woods when I spied a strange little beast, and he was stuck up in a tree and whining sadly. You guys can all see the pictures. So I decided to rescue him. He says, beep. I will call you Fang, I told him, and I wrapped him warmly in my scarf and carried him safely home. I gave him a lovely bath and a gorgeous new hat and sweater and a delicious bowl of fresh nuts. I made him a beautiful house and I gave him Lord Rex to play with. I took him out on lots of long walkies to keep him fit and healthy. I showed him to all my friends who loved him nearly as much as I did. But for some strange reason, the little beast did not look very happy. In fact, he was looking rather hot. I hope he's not sick, I thought, and I opened the window to let him cool down. But then something terrible happened. He threw off his clothes and he leapt out the window and ran away as fast as he could back to the deep, dark woods. I wanted to go and look for him, but Mama had other plans. Dinner time, bath time, bedtime. I couldn't sleep. I missed the little beast, and I wondered if he'd ever see him again. But then the small furry shadow appeared at the foot of my bed. The strange little beast had returned. He seemed quite pleased to see me. And I began to think that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't strange after all. So she throws off her clothes and they're running together in the woods. I wonder why he came back. Okay, so that's the girl's version of the story. And now we're going to read the little terrible beasts part. So it's the same story all over again in a different point of view. I was hanging from my favorite tree, singing happily to the birds when I was ambushed by a terrible beast. She growled at me. She tied me up and carried me off to her secret lair. She made me disgustingly clean and dressed me in this ridiculous hat and sweater and tried to make me squirrel food. And she kept me in a tiny box with nothing for me to do and nowhere for me to hang from. She made me walk backwards and forwards and backwards again for no reason whatsoever. She showed me off to a herd of even wilder beasts who were just as terrible as she was. I had enough. I made a cunning plan and put it straight into action. Free once more, I raced back to the deep dark woods before the terrible beast could catch me. It was peaceful in the deep dark woods. A bit too peaceful, perhaps, and also a bit wet, in weather like this one could do with a nice warm hat, and I snuck back to retrieve it under the cover of darkness. The terrible beast was waiting for me, and she seemed quite pleased to see me, and I began to think, maybe, just maybe, she wasn't that terrible after all. All right. So, did you guys like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Michael loves that book.
She let me borrow it because she loved it so much. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and talk about theme some more. And if you guys want, we can just stay here if you guys are okay with that. Well, should I have them go up there so I can, or back to their seat so I can use a whiteboard?
Probably.
Okay.
In the closet.
I'll hand these out to you guys here. These are just our rules on how to find theme. And then you guys can go back to your desks.
This is what Mrs. Fratagillo's passing out. You guys will get one when you come back. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so, I think, I'll get you one side. Okay, so we're going to go right back to our Nemo example, and then we're going to build theme off of this book that we just read. So, again, we're going to go through Finding Nemo. So back to Finding Nemo, what can you think of other topics? Remember, we use topics to build our theme off of. Mrs. Kneifel?
Friendship.
Friendship.
Nemo makes friends with the people in the fish, not people, but the animals in the fish tank. That Dory and Marlin also end up becoming friends right at the end of the book, even though Marlin thinks he doesn't like Dory. He does.
He does, yeah. What's yours?
Adventure.
Adventure, okay.
That's one.
Anybody else? Come on. We've all seen it.
Love Finding Nemo. Both love. Put down love. You said that
I
one
said love
earlier.
earlier. What's yours?
Search and Rescue.
Okay.
That happens in the book.
Go to minus 2, second one. Okay. Does, obviously, there are predators for the fish. So does Marlin, the dad, does he take a risk to go find his son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll put risk. Does, even though Nemo has his little fin, does the dad trust the son? No, not really, because he doesn't think he's capable of doing things that the other fish with healthy fins do. So we can talk about trust. Okay. And what's one thing that we probably all of us think is a little bit important? We think when we go home to our parents or our families. So we'll use families as one. All right. I think that's enough for now. Okay. So we are going to pick one of these topics from our movie Finding Nemo. And now we're going to write a sentence. When we write a sentence, we are going to start the sentence with the author believes, and then we're going to finish our sentence out here. Okay? So this is another step in finding our theme. Any of the theme or any of the topics do we want to use to figure out our theme of, and remember there could be multiple themes of a movie or a book, but we're just going to use one of the topics to make one theme right now. Anybody have one? All right, buddy, go ahead.
To adventure.
Okay, adventure. So now we're going to make a sentence with adventure about Finding Nemo. So the author believes what about adventure? You got to make a whole sentence. Do you have any ideas?
No.
No? Anybody else? What do you think?
The author believes that adventure is dangerous but also fun.
Okay. Believes that adventure is dangerous but also fun. Fun because you can meet new people, because you can learn about different activities you could do. Marlon finds a whole bunch of things to do in the ocean, right? You know, swimming with the turtles. Gosh, I can't remember any more about the movie. I love the turtle part. If you can't
The
tell.
sharks, you know.
The sharks, thank you.
And also bouncing on the jellyfish.
Oh yeah,
tops.
the jellyfish. There we go. We're having some other memories.
And then
come
when
back.
it's dangerous is when Dory gets stung.
When she gets stung, yeah, by the jellyfish. Okay,
Yeah.
The anglerfish comes in.
the which one?
The anglerfish when they're in the dark and they find the dowels.
Oh yeah. Or danger when they get put into the fish tank and that crazy girl's banging on the glass. Okay. So does anybody want to read the next step in finding theme from your little cards that you have in front of you? We already picked the text. We already picked our movie, I should say. We created our list. We wrote a sentence that says the author believes. And then we found evidence. We made our sentence out. So what's the last step there? Who wants to read it? How about you back there?
Miss Claire.
Miss Claire. Yep.
Guys, your sentence and leave off the author believes that.
Okay. So I forgot that up here, but okay. So now if we take this part off of our sentence, we're going to revise this part so that we can make it a full sentence without using the other part. So if we just said adventure is dangerous but also fun, is that a complete sentence? So what do we have to do to revise the sentence? What does the beginning of the sentence have to start with? Come on.
A capital letter.
Thank you. You guys are very lively today. Okay, so now this is a complete sentence, and this is also one of our themes for our movie. Okay, so now we're going to recall back to our book we read. And we're going to make themes based off of our book. Okay, so do we want to recap on the book? Come on, you can do it. What was the girl's version of the story? Huh? Oh, you don't have to make a topic yet. Just revise the story. What happened in it?
Retell.
Can you tell me?
How did the girl feel in the story? What was her point of view?
Can you speak up a little bit?
She found that
Okay. Was she scared of it?
No.
How many of us think she was scared of it? Okay. Anybody else want to help her out maybe? Okay.
She found the raccoon swinging from a tree, thinking that it was in trouble and thinking that it was whining.
Yes.
And she grabbed it, wrapped it up in her scarf, took it to her house, and put on a sweater and a hat, and then built him a little house and put a tiger in there for him.
Yep.
And he started so upset, so she opened up the window and so that he could get some fresh air, and then he jumped out, and then he wanted, and then the raccoon came back.
He came back. Yep.
And
Okay, so that's the girl's version of the story. Let's recap the creature. Go ahead.
You know if he's a raccoon. He's a creature. Side note.
Yeah, or a beast. Yeah.
Beast.
Okay, go ahead.
So the beast's stories, he was having fun swinging from the tree, and then the girl came and snatched him up, and then put him in. Well, first, then she made him clean, and he didn't like that. And then she put him in like a sweater and hats, and then made him a little home.
Okay.
He said he was bored, and then she opened up the door, or the window, and he ran away, and then came back because it was wet outside.
Okay.
And he said he wanted.
Yep. Okay, so she was enjoying herself, thinking she was doing all this fantastic things for this poor little beast that she found, and he hated every single part of it. He didn't enjoy himself at all. Okay, so now we're gonna think of topics from this book. Anybody have a topic? Remember?
Step 2, creating a list of topics.
Okay, go ahead.
A creature and
Remember, our topics can be one word or they can be a few. So you don't have to create the whole sentence of theme right now. We'll just pick a topic of what the book was about.
helping a friend and helping an animal.
Helping a what?
An animal.
Okay, so helping. What's yours?
Point of view.
Okay, that's a good one. Anybody else? Oh, go ahead. Okay, good job.
Stole my baby. I was gonna say.
Because ultimately, in the end, they really did realize they enjoyed each other, right? They just said, it's not all that bad. Okay, any others? There's one about like emotion. Does anybody know what kind of emotion played out?
Happy.
Happiness? We can put that one down because there is some happiness in here.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Sadness during when the creature jumps out the window.
Okay, because the girl feels like, oh, he left me. What's yours? Empathy, okay. Does anybody know what this word means? Go ahead.
It's to like know what other people are feeling and like kind of putting yourself in their shoes
Good job.
to know what they're thinking.
Yeah, so I mean, the girl was very empathetic towards the creature or the beast because she wanted to help it, but ultimately he was fine. Okay, so let's use this list of topics and let's put the after on your list you're looking at number 3 again. We're gonna begin our sentence with the author believes that, and we gotta make our sentence. Which one would we like to use? Nobody? Come on, we just gotta pick a number.
1.
Okay, helping. And do you want to make the sentence or do you want someone else? Anybody else want to make a sentence about helping?
I was helping my mom.
I was going to say, we got to go along with the book and we don't want to use we want to try to be very vague. We don't want to use characters like the beast or we don't want to use the girl. So just try to make it very vague about the book. What's yours?
Helping is very important.
Helping is very important, okay? Do we want to extend this sentence or do you just want to leave it like this? Helping is very important. Why? Why is helping important?
We could even put helping others is very important.
That's a
Be
good
a
one.
little bit more specific on who we're helping other people. It's not helping yourself, but helping others.
That would make more of a complete sentence, so we can stop it at that. Okay, what's our next step in this process? Do we remember? After we make our whole sentence? What is it?
Get rid of the author believes that,
Good job.
and then make it a capital letter.
Okay, because if we say helping others is very important, that is a complete sentence, right?
Yes.
So we're just gonna stretch that out. Okay, so that's one theme out of this book, but we can make, 5 other more themes. Do we want to keep going? Somebody else want to pick another number? Okay. Point of view. Okay, the author believes that. Okay, what's our other one? Anybody want to make the sentence for point of view? Go ahead.
The author believes that point of view has an important role in the story.
An important role in the story?
Yeah.
Okay, but we don't want to refer back to the story necessarily. We're trying to make it more of a general sentence.
Okay.
Okay? So, point of view, let's talk about this a little bit more. Let's elaborate on point of view specifically. When we're talking about point of view again, can someone explain to me how the book used point of view? How about you? You want to try? No? Do you want to try? Come on, you guys got to be like lively.
I'm doing a lot.
I know you are. I'm happy. Okay, you got it. Tell me.
Always look out for all the school.
Give me an idea of the point of view.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It means like what character or person in the story, what they're in and feeling.
Okay, so sort of hand in hand with empathy. They're not putting themselves in other people's shoes sometimes, so we're not seeing a point of view of the beast. The girl's only seeing her point of view. She's putting him in a hat and making a house and giving him food, but really, this isn't anything he wants. So maybe we could talk about point of view as seeing the world in a different way. Could we possibly make a sentence off of that? Rather than using point of view, we can use this idea, but switch our words around to make it. Go ahead.
Author believes that everyone's point of view is different.
Okay.
Everyone has a different.
Okay, and again, the last step to our list is Abby or Mrs. Knife-Well, I'm sorry.
Step 4. Step 4.
Oh, okay. Step 4. Who wants to help me out with step 4 here? You want to? Where's your list? Can you help me with step 4 if you don't have it?
Why you take your desk here? You couldn't have lost it. You've gone nowhere. Isabel, why don't you read step 4 and remind us of it?
Step 4 is find evidence of the topic for one of your videos.
Okay. So where's the evidence come from for this?
About the beginning of the book and like the pieces beginning of the book.
Okay.
It goes, the girl thought she was doing a good thing, and the beast thought she was doing a bad thing.
Okay.
So now we can support it, and everyone has a different thing to do.
Correct. Okay, so sorry. Now we're gonna jump to step 5, and how would we revise it? Okay, we're gonna let somebody else take this because I think this is a known one.
Authors believe that
What are we supposed to do with it?
Take it off.
Okay. And we're supposed to do what now?
Relax the better.
Okay, but if we said that everyone has a different point of view, is that a full, complete sentence? No, so what's our next idea? How else would we revise that to make it a complete sentence? If we maybe take off that. Okay, then what? Okay, good job. Now we can say everyone has a different point of view. Does that make a complete sentence?
Yes.
Okay, there's our second theme for our book. How about you turn to your neighbor? You can jump over here and you guys compare if you'd like. And make another theme off of any of the other ones we haven't used.
Free, join Beluga table, and Alicia, join Abby.
Come on, you guys can do it.
Whiteboard. Build us a team. It's not helping our town.
If any of you also online would like to try to make your own theme, we can ask you as well. Any of the other ones we didn't use over here on our topic list.
I just want the one that now we're actually going to like two drivers. No, we only need one.
Yeah, you should probably only need one because you're going to make a theme together with your partner.
Okay, so Eric and Isabel, speak together.
We used helping and we used point of view. So you have 3, 4, 5, and 6.
How about you write it?
All right, you guys, make sure you're on task.
Isabel and Eric, are you speaking together? First step, pick your topic. We already have our text.
Friendship.
We already have our topic. So now you need to do step 3.
How about you talk with and elaborate on what you would like to do? Which one are we going to pick? Are you picking 3? You both agree on 3? Okay. Okay, so if you guys pick up friendship, what do we do now?
So where in the book
You already had
was
all
their
of these
friendship?
stats.
Where's our evidence? Where was their friendship in our story? Where did that come about?
And
Yeah, they finally are friends. Remember, they both take off their clothes and they run around like crazy, right? Yeah, crazy animals. So what does the author think about friendship? Does the author think like, oh my gosh, who cares? We don't need any friends? Or by the end of the book, is the author saying like, hey, guess what? Friendship's important. And sometimes you can make friends with someone you didn't even expect to make friends with, right? Like, did the beast want to be her friend?
Do you have any evidence
No.
of friendship?
But eventually they became friends. So what does the author think about friendship?
important.
Okay, let's think of another word besides important.
Necessarily think it's-
That everyone needs a friend.
Is it considered friendship if you care or if you help other people?
Hi, friends.
Okay, so you could use that as an example, or as evidence. So now based off of those 2 things, we came up with not being specific.
Side note,
We don't want to use-
not that this has anything to do with anything. Mr. Rush, I sent you an email because you did not do your science assignment. Zoe, I sent you an email. You didn't do your science assignment. Get them done. While I have you here.
What about friendship? Is it important?
What's up, Rush?
What do you mean? I didn't do it. I did it.
You're doing good.
Yesterday,
Got an idea?
there was a quizzes assignment.
Your idea.
Yes, it's recording is posted and there's an assignment posted. It was not just the Outer Planets packet. So you need to go back to your Google Classroom from yesterday and go check it out, okay?
Yeah, but I thought I was with you. I thought I was with you when I did it.
That's your sentence.
You have not done the quizzes assignment that was assigned yesterday. I just checked like 5 minutes ago. So go check your Google Classroom. You're going to have to do it.
I did it.
Okay. So what'd you say?
Are we doing a lot of work here? Are y'all working together? Oh.
All right. So then you take that off and then everyone needs a friend. And do you agree with that? Yeah, do you think that's a good theme? There's definitely,
Yeah, your
some
step
friends.
5 is leading
and even
on.
though they didn't think they were going to be friends, they became friends.
And
No
then
matter what.
does this mean-
Yep.
You put it up here so everybody can see.
Which one did you guys pick?
Well, we decided to find both my sentences.
I meant like which topic did you pick, Isabel?
Oh, we also picked friendship.
You also picked friendship. So what do you think the author believes about friendship?
Friendship can help
on
you
your
happy.
board so we can.
Can help you be happy. That's good. I like that. They got theirs. Yep.
Anybody online want to share?
Anyone want? No.
No.
No. That's okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
okay.
you guys. So we'll go around since we have a small group today, and we'll go ahead and share our statements of theme. Remember, we already created 2, so we should have a few more here, unless you guys use the same topic. Okay? Do you guys want to go first?
What theme did you guys create together? Those few words. What was it? Alicia, nice and loud.
Friendship.
No, that's your
use
topic.
the topic of friendship.
So read your theme.
What's your theme?
Everyone needs a friend.
Everyone needs a friend. Do we think that's a complete sentence? Does that make sense about our story if we consider that a theme of it? Okay,
I like that
good
one.
job. Okay, you guys want to share yours?
It's important to use empathy and put yourself in other
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
good job. And do you guys want to share yours?
Friendship can help you be happy.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I think everybody thinks that we need some friends to make our lives a little bit happier, right?
And even though you two use the same topic, your themes are still a little bit different. So how you word it can be different, even if you're picking the same topic, which is really cool.
All right. Michael, want to take it away?
Sure.
Good.
All right, so this was our mini lesson on theme. Feel free to keep your little square because guess what? Today's day 85, which means we have 95 more days of school. 95 more days of school, and over the next 95 more days, we're going to be working on finding more themes. So overall, the theme is what? The blank teach us. What is the theme? What is the point of a theme? It's what the blank is trying to teach us. Mr. John.
Story.
What the story is trying to teach us, or the author, the overall lesson, what the author wants us to learn. Because even in a book like this wasn't an informational text, was it? No, it wasn't a persuasive text. This was just a text for entertainment. But even in an entertainment text, the author wrote it just for fun. There's still a lesson, there's still a moral, or there's still a theme. The author wants us to learn something. The author wanted us to learn that people have different point of views. The author wanted us to learn that it's important to use that lifeline of empathy to feel how other people are feeling, to take into account someone's feeling besides your own. So we are going to be finding theme lots and lots and lots. Actually, if you're in my Reading RTI class, you on your slideshow for Bud Not Buddy had to come up with a theme or what the author was trying to teach us in Bud Not Buddy. And so we're going to be working on that lots throughout the rest of the year. And when you come back, I'll give you your little baby squares to keep. My friends here, put your baby squares somewhere safe in your desk. And I want everyone to say thank you, Mrs. Fratagillo.
Thank you, Mrs. Fratagillo.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah, she'll be back tomorrow. But tomorrow we're going to do a different review lesson on moons. And then we're going to play some math games tomorrow with Mrs. Fratagillo. So friends at home, I'm going to let you go. We have social studies at 9:30. So I'll send you another link in about 20 minutes. Okay, Malik, do you have a question?
Mrs. Fratagillo is my sister's a softball coach.
Ooh, look, see? Person-to-person connection. Yeah, Mrs. Kneifel loves Mrs. Fratagillo. We're friends, so haha. All right, friends at home, I will see you guys at 9:30 for social studies. Check your emails with what you're supposed to be doing during this blank time. Some of you guys got missing assignment emails. So long. Friends in class. Dun, 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 dun.